I'm in a bathroom cabin right now, and right now I'm going back to the campground, and I want to let you know why I love my ghost from 1928 and why I feel that we have a wonderful relationship and why I can't be involved with the average Neanderthal in today's world. Now, today people believe elegance is what's on TV. They believe class and status is what's on television. They think acting is artificial intelligence. My ghost was a fine actor, and he was interested in creativity, science fiction, and also the supernatural. He loved literature. The average man today, do they write poetry? Do you write poems, or it has to be digital poems? Oops, something just dropped. My ghost became upset. Yes, and yeah, digital poems. Do you write? Do you actually write to anyone? Uh, and you brag about your relationships. Your relationships. Did you ever write poetry to your wife or your significant other or your husband? Handwritten poetry. I don't like cursing, by the way. I don't like any foul language. So I love beautiful language and vocabulary. English was my best subject, besides music. And I happen to love literature, poetry, reading, high-level theater. I had an obsession with Socrates, philosophy, Shakespeare. I like all kinds of beautiful architecture, particularly Gothic and High Renaissance, everything that's really beautiful out there. In the ancient world, I call it the ancient world now, because it's vintage. So, yeah, the technological world's not very nice. The cars are not beautiful. The clothes are not very beautiful. The language doesn't seem to be refined. Men like t-shirts and tattoos. They don't dress really creatively or aesthetically, though they believe that this is aesthetic. I don't know. It's just very unrefined. I don't think it's a matter of taste or what generation you're from, because I like somebody who's much older than I am. He would be 97 years old or 96 if he was alive. So yeah, it has nothing to do with the fact that I like my generation. I've never liked my generation, nor do they like me. When I was a kid, I was illustrating Victorian clothes, women in Victorian clothing. I liked horses. I just wasn't part of the generation. I just wasn't. Though I liked some of the clothes, the modern clothing, I liked a lot of other kinds of clothes as well. Not just Victorian. I like all kinds of clothing. I think Victorian might be a little too much for me. The dresses may be too big. But I do like much more elegant hairstyles and much more elegant clothing and language skills. So this is very important for me, how people articulate their feelings, if they even have any. Everything seems to be very much basic instincts, survival, and Neanderthal. Every time I talk to a man, it's Neanderthal. They think they're turning me on. They think that any kind of money will turn me on. Is sort of like dragging me in a cave and offering me a slab of meat or something. And I'm like, no, not interested. I'm reading a book. And they're like, what's a book? What's literature? What's that? What are you talking about? What are books? Just really sad. Sports, they're just really just think that they're casual, laid back, and real because they dress like a bum and talk like they're a bum. Yeah.